Tryittwins here, and in today's video we are going to be talking about the pros and cons of doing your own extensions.
The good, the bad, and the ugly, because there's a lot of different things. Like, there are a lot of perks, but there are a lot of negatives. As you can see right looking at our hair right now, there are some negatives.
Really proud of this though. Like, it just took, you guys can see, like,
it's not done.
Yeah, it's like completely done, but we have the corners in the front, got the back box braids in the back, and we're still working on it. But we did it over winter break.
Yeah, right now I got like, there's like a braid back here because we haven't finished. Yeah. Oh my god, it takes. You know what? Let's just get into the video. Pros.
Okay, so for pros, honestly, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that it's cheaper, of course.
Definitely.
You can go get your hair done at the hair salon and easily spend like $100 some.
The style we wanted, like, it had small cornrows and it had a lot of like small box braids. So those styles cost, so like our aunt told us her style cost like $200. I don't know how much exactly this would have costed, but it would have costed a lot. Like, for the packs of hair we got, granted they're not like super cheap. If you get all of the hair not pre-braided, the hair that's not pre-braided is like really actually cheap, and you could use it for any style. So like the hair that
it's about $2 per bag,
and some of them are more expensive. It kind of depends on the quality you want.
Exactly.
And then we weren't originally gonna use any crochets, but you know, once we get to the cons, you'll start understanding why we just had to buy them. But like, if you do get crochets, at least for box braids, these weren't that cheap. These were like $6.99.
You guys can see it's literally just a braid.
Yeah.
Okay, and you just stick. This makes it really helped out making it a little quicker.
This is like a decent amount in here too, but you're gonna have to buy more than one pack. So one pack is $6.99, but like you keep going, like, and this pack had like triple. It said it had triple as much, and I'm not exactly sure how much this was. But I think it wasn't like that much more pricey than the $6.99 either.
Yeah, that was a pro. And then another pro, I mean, like, this is a kind of a unique hairstyle. So I think I'm just going to go into like that. You can personalize your hairstyle to really fit exactly what you want. Because a lot of times you just kind of show the hairstylist a picture of something you've seen on Google and be like, I kind of want that. But with this, I kind of was just like, I want some small cornrows in the front. And I kind of knew I could kind of guide her more on what to just put into to my hair.
Right, like we were constantly asking questions, which is something that the hairstylist most likely, like, you show them the picture, they're not going to keep asking you questions because they're trying to get your hair done. But we kept asking each other, like, you want a side, you want it to be this side, how many do you want, how small you want it to be, everything you get to decide. And I know this video is like doing your own hair. We mostly did each other's. We do our own a little too, but like the same things still apply when you do each other's.
And then when you do your own hair, it's not as tight. It really is not as tight. Like, other people will leave the hair salon and like, our mom said she would have to take Tylenol and stuff because her head just hurt so bad because they were so tight.
Y'all know about that, especially if you ever had cornrows, those feed-ins. Like, I don't know what it is about the hairstylists, but it's like they feel like to get it looking good, you have to do it super tight, which maybe ours should hurt a little more than it does. Ours don't hurt at all when we put them in. Like, one might feel a little tight, but like they really don't hurt.
You can see that it looks pretty tight right now. I guess it's probably gonna get looser a little quicker because they're not that tight, but for now they're good.
And also, like, it's not even just tight. When you don't have to worry about a hair salon. All of that stuff in general. You don't have to worry about like the person breaking off your edges, breaking out your hair, cutting too much hair, using some product that you're allergic to,
or using dirty hair. I mean, people have all kinds of stuff that pops up on their scalp after they leave the hair salon. I remember I went and my edges were bumping up. It's just a lot of like mess in hair salons sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you have a good person, you got lucky, but it's something you don't have to worry about if you do it yourself.
And another thing about like doing it yourself, it's not an all-in-one process. Like, when you go to the hair salon, you're gonna have to sit down in that chair and you're gonna have to stay there for hours on end, probably before wait some just to get into the chair. Then some people it takes like I've heard like 11 hours sometimes to get your whole head done. Usually it's not gonna take that long, but it's just gonna take a long time to get it all done. While we've been doing it over the course of some days, so you get to choose when you can do it and how long you want to do it at the time. Because it's not really that. We just been covering it up, like with the hats and stuff, once it hasn't been done completely.
Yeah, that's like a perk in itself. Like when you do your own hair too, if you get good at it, a perk is like you could eventually start doing it for money. It's a good skill to have. Like I feel like most people should at least know how to cornrow and braid, but if you can do it on other people's hair and make it look really good, you can get paid good money to do it. And like people will ask us who will do their hair for them. We tell them no right now because we're not good enough. Like we're not fast enough to be doing it on other people's hair. But if we ever do, we probably will do it for money because like it would be a nice side hustle. And like it is a good skill to have. Like you could almost brag about it.
Exactly. One of the cool, like, that does sound like one of the things people compliment on us on our hair. It's just kind of cool to say, like, I did it. You know, people are it's kind of shocking if most people, especially if they get their braids done, because a lot of people just don't do it, or they just don't have the time and they don't know how to. Especially because these are some feed-in cornrows too. And this stuff, wasn't that easy to learn, but, you know, it's kind of gone.
Okay, so I guess that about wraps up the pros so far. I mean, you could probably know some more. You could probably think it through some more, but we're going to go ahead and get to the bad and the ugly part of it. Okay, so first off, like, you're probably not as good as a hairstylist. Like, probably is kind of being generous because you're most likely definitely not as good as a hairstylist because they go to, like, most of them go to cosmetology school or whatever. And they learn professionally somehow. That's their profession. It's a career, so they're going to be pretty good at it. So when you do it yourself, it's not going to look as good, most likely. Like, you can look at this. Some of these ends look terrible. I'm just saying, like, once we dip them, it's going to look better. But, like, it's like somehow the hairstylists, they have techniques and ways that they know that just make the style look better in general. When they put the cornrows in, sometimes you just look and it's like it's so smooth.
Yeah, they'll have it like really even or something because they just know all that good proportions and stuff, which we don't know.
Right, and like just overall, like you most likely can't do as complex of a style on your hair. If you want a really complex one, you most likely have to go to a salon. Like if you want one that's like crisscrossing, triangle parts, freaking diamonds and X's, ABC. I don't like.
That's right. A hairstylist, that's like a pro. They handle they handle everything. They'll go out. They already have the hair there. They already have the braid sizes. They're gonna be like, which braid do you want? All that stuff. They pretty much just walk you through the process. You're gonna have to do all it yourself. Go out and buy the hair. Figure out what size braid you want. How long do you want the hair to be? Which is actually it was kind of hard because you know your back's going to be a little longer than the top of your hair.
Yeah, which is like something you don't think about. Like when the stylist is doing your hair, you don't think about some of the things you have to do. But like to get every braid the same length is surprisingly hard. Like it's not as easy as it looks. Like look at it and tell. But yeah, so
is it time? I know we kind of already said that, but it's just a whole lot of time we've been spending. I mean, this is why we only ever do our hair for like little breaks because we can't just do it in one weekend.
Right. Winter break is literally a week and a half, and I felt like we needed that week and a half to make sure that it's going to look good. Like we might be done before the week and a half is over, but I want to make sure that it's actually looking good because we might have to redo some stuff. And
we didn't want to sit down for a whole day to do it. That's what we would need, a whole day. I don't know what your BPM is, braids per minute, or not actually BPH, braids per hour. But to be honest with you, I feel like that if you can do a box braid, if you're doing 6 box braids an hour, that's 1 box braid every 10 minutes. And I honestly feel like that a lot of people are gonna be like that.
Yeah.
At the beginning.
Like you don't think you braid that slow until you start watching the clock. Like if you're a newbie, if you're a beginner, or even if you're like intermediate, it's gonna take a while to get these all in, especially if you're doing it on your own hair. Like if you're trying to get good parts, you can't see the back of your head, so you have to do that all. And like saying I don't even know how long we've taken on it. I don't want to like sugarcoat it, because we have been spending hours each day on it. Like, we've been spending at least 4 hours. I mean, like, it's 2 hours each head. But like, since we've done that for like 4 days so far.
I know, and it takes a long time. I know when we get on, we're actually practicing some other stuff. Like, we're just doing a lot. Like, I don't always just do only your hair, because it's just a nice time to sit down and practice. But for another cons, and that this is gonna sound kind of silly. It's just that you get hair everywhere, and I know that's gonna sound kind of dumb, but we live with our parents, and it's just like you're dropping hair everywhere. It's just a messy process.
It is.
And like a whole bunch of strands. We're always getting the hair in knots, so it's always, you can't use all of the hair and just end up all over the floor. It's kind of like you got a dog, an animal.
Right, in multiple rooms.
Hair.
It gets attached to your outfits and your clothes and your blankets.
Yeah.
Like, and keep in mind, you're gonna have to, I don't know if this bothers anybody, but like, if you're doing it yourself on somebody else's hair, you're gonna have to stand up for a while. I'm fine with that, but some people might be like, I can't do that. So, and we didn't really get to why we had crochets out, but like, back to the time part, we weren't going to use crochets in our hair, but once we started doing the box braids and we realized this is how long it was gonna take, we started mixing crochets in with the braids we actually did ourselves. And so when you're doing that, that's harder in itself as well, because you have to make sure that they're like the same size, same length.
And let me tell you another con about buying your hair is that if you're doing crochets like this, there was 14 and there was 18-inch at the beauty salon.
There was 16-inch too.
Oh yeah, 16. And you just don't know what size to get.
Yeah, and like if you might like
there
the
was
size.
no, there was 16-inch, but wasn't the braids we wanted. So
Oh, right.
That was the problem.
I think it was like Senegalese.
It's either you get 4 inches shorter, you get 4 inches longer, and we didn't want either one of those.
Yeah.
Really. But that's all the hair salon had, so you just gotta work with it.
Right, and like also the colors may have been off. Like, there's a lot to think about. You want to, sometimes you might, most of the time you're gonna want all your hair to at least be the same color, or like an ombre or something. But you know, pros, cons, all that together, good, bad, ugly. It is what it is. You do it yourself, you accomplish something.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's the video.
We're proud, we're happy, and we're almost done.
Almost.
So thank you guys for watching the video. I know we haven't posted in a while. It's really been a while. That's all I can say. We're gonna try to post some more though. We're gonna keep it back with some more hair stuff, some life advice. I don't even know what we're gonna be posting. But it's gonna be good stuff.
2019. We will. We actually will. We're gonna try to post a little bit more. And so don't forget to subscribe, like this video.
Comment down some of your own stories, your own pros and cons of doing your hair, or any questions you have.
Or suggestions for videos, always open. And you can follow us on Instagram too. We don't post that much up there either, but we might start. It's our name, Tryittwins.
Certainly gonna be in the bio.
Alright.
Thank you guys for watching.
See you next time.